Jonah Hill knows who
Jonah does, yeah.
So for some backstory, after the Keke Palmer debacle, Jonah Hill's ex-girlfriend,
Sarah Brady,
took it upon herself to go on the internet to show screenshots, private screenshots of Jonah Hill telling her the boundaries in which he has, which was then turned into, I believe this is verbal abuse. I believe this is sexual assault from what the internet was saying.
They said it was manipulation.
This woman is under attack. She needs to be saved. Maybe we should start a GoFundMe, get her into a shelter, maybe buy her a new longboard.
Buy her a new longboard.
Maybe a ticket to Hawaii. Fam, can we break this down?
Does it need to be broken down? I don't believe that people go through shit like this in relationships in real life. Let me just say that. I think
this is her real life relationship.
I think this is hilarious that somebody like grown people are going through these types of things in relationships.
They are regularly.
This shit is crazy to me.
Listen, I'm not saying Jonah Hill is right. We can read this list in a second. But for all the boundary police to come out of the woodworks and start telling me the definition of what a boundary is fucking insane.
Well, what's the fine line?
I saw people screaming in all caps on Twitter, "She's a surfer. She can wear a bathing suit." Like they were literally saying the most profound thing of all time. This was a debate over Quicksilver versus Fashion Nova.
But this kind of...
Like, what the fuck is going on?
This kind of is like the call that we had, the guy that left a voicemail where he was like, I don't want my girl dressing like X, Y, and Z, like a wrestler, because I'm... But then Demaris said, yes, but those are probably the things that attract you to her. Jonah Hill DM'd her and liked a string of photos of her in a bikini with a surfboard. That was his like approach.
Yeah.
So now he's telling her the thing that she does. You can't do that anymore. You got to stop surfing. You got to stop surfing with men. Like he's trying to rewrite her life.
Yeah.
It's like she does that though.
Okay.
That's what you like about her.
I agree. His asks are egregious and weird. I'm not saying that. But how this got turned into like, this is the definition of what a verbally abusive relationship looks like. No, he's telling her what his asks are. They're crazy, so leave them. She's not a victim. Can we please stop with that so real victims can get help?
We can't stop. This is the era of victims. Victims make a lot of money now.
She's not a victim for sure.
He's weird. I agree, but she's not a victim.
But that's still, she's not a victim, but that is emotional manipulation.
No, how's it manipulation? He just flat out said, this is what I want.
Because you said that after this person is already in love with you. That's where the emotional
not manipulation. That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't think that's manipulation.
That's
crazy.
For you to sit up there and say, okay, hey, these are my boundaries. First of all, those aren't boundaries because boundaries have to do with you and who you are. You can't put boundaries on somebody else's behavior. But whatever, they're demands. But whatever.
They are, yeah.
Yeah, they're demands.
You're right.
And they're fucking egregious. But the point when you can say, well, just leave him, that comes in if you guys are freshly in a relationship. If we're together for a while and then you are trying to change the person that I am and you sit up here and say, oh, well, that's just what I want. And if you don't want that, leave me after you've already made me fall in love with you. That is emotional manipulation.
No, manipulation would be if he started in the beginning of the relationship saying, I have no issues with your bathing suit. I have no issues with you surfing with men. I have no issues with this stuff. And then you guys get a year in and then you start making these demands.
But that's what manipulation. It seems like it would have happened. That's what everybody's saying. He was okay with her whole entire surfing career and all of this stuff. Then after a while, it came out and he said that he changed. And then you just say, well, just leave me. And everybody's like, well, just leave him. She's in love with him. You made me fall in love with you and said that you were okay with everything. And now you changed that. That is emotional manipulation.
First of all, her falling in love with Jonah Hill is hilarious. Let's just start there.
What's wrong with Jonah Hill?
Talented guy.
Yo.
I'm just saying, nobody want to say that. Can we just say that? I'm just saying, I like his movies too. I think he's funny. But I'm just like come on, man. Let's just stop. She can leave Jonah Hill.
Can we get into that sentence?
She can find another guy.
You made me fall in love with you.
Yeah,
what does that mean?
Yeah, I didn't want to fall in love with you. You made me do it.
What does that even mean? Treated me so good, you asshole.
That's just
you flew me to Hawaii to surf.
This shit is stupid, man. The fact that this is even a conversation is stupid. This is dumb. He says, plain and simple, if you need, surfing with men, boundaryless. Okay, thank you.
Surfing with men, number one, is fucking crazy.
Yeah,
it's the most female-dominated sport in the world.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot Jonah Hill some bail. Let's just make a hypothetical situation. Maybe there's context to this. Maybe he had no issue with her surfing with men before. And then she got a little too chummy on one of the boards one day. And it made him feel a little weird. And he expressed that, like, hey, stop surfing with the guy that you fucked or
I feel like
something
he
could have
has to be
happened.
talking about one guy. There's no way he's saying, you can't, I'm trying to shoot him so bad. There's no way he's just like, yo, men, if there's men in the water. He's treating them like sharks. Like, yo, there's sharks in the water.
That's
Yo,
what they
there's
are.
men on there. Get the fuck out.
No, we're sharks in the water.
Friendships with women who are in unstable places is fucking insane.
Or
I would have no friends.
Great advice to give your girl.
Oh, wait. Hold on now. Let me give Jonah some more bail.
Listen, I'm looking at some of this.
Let me give Jonah some more bail. Because he says friendships with women who are in unstable places and from your wild recent past, which means she may have some whole shit that he already had to deal with.
Beyond getting a lunch or coffee or something respectful.
That means he's caught her. That means he's caught her.
That's what I'm saying.
He's
There's
doing
context
some
to this.
things that he, most men would have an issue with because he said your wild recent past.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Which means we just got over something. We don't need to talk about what it was, but we just went through something.
Okay.
And if it's not something like lunch or coffee or something respectful, it's out of bounds.
Now let's all not pretend like we don't know that women sometimes
now that I think about it, Jonah's the victim here.
Yeah.
I knew
You don't. All right.
He's the fucking victim.
It was fucking coming.
Matter of fact, it's perfect that Sean is here too. There is a group of women that certain women only hang out with to go do
Ho shit.
They have no real relation. They're not really friends. So this, and usually those women, as much as we love them, are unstable as fuck.
Yeah.
So to tell your girlfriend, listen, that's not actually your friend.
Jonah's a hero.
Literally, the only relationship you guys have is after midnight,
Free Jonah.
and it's to go do ho shit. If you're not just gonna go meet them for lunch or coffee because they would be an actual friend, what is the point of you going out with them?
Right.
I get it.
Mm-hmm.
Now this is what I don't get. What is go to the top? What is boundaryless
Boundaryless.
relationships with men? Go back to the list.
With his, okay.
Surfing with men, boundaryless,
Is that a word?
inappropriate friendships with men.
So she said, like, there's
So
no.
basically, if you don't set these boundaries for your male friends, like they're gonna try to step across that
They're
line.
gonna be.
Which means
That's why I
listen,
think there's context to this.
Yeah,
That's
she's
not
a
just a
surfer.
random thing. That's a specific situation he's talking
I
about.
figured it out. She's a surfer. She hangs out with other surfers. We know surfers are known to have long blonde hair, in shape.
Mm-hmm.
And Jonah's probably like he has the blonde hair down pat.
That's true.
It's true.
But Jonah's not like the most cut up.
He's built like a buoy.
Yeah, he's you know what I mean. So he's probably like, listen, man,
Well, he's in
you're
the
not
water.
gonna be running down the beach with David Hasselhoff. Meanwhile,
When I'm a marker in the sea to say it's too shallow.
yeah, like you know what I mean. Like we're not.
Let's put a red hat on and throw Jonah in the water.
Yeah, like listen, Jonah's the victim here. The more we think about, like, I understand it now. Like he's went through some things with her, and he's saying, "I don't want to go through these things again." So let me set clear boundaries so that we don't have what we had happen already happen again.
Saying to model, just like that's just your boundary. Like you can't model is the most insane shit
That's
in the world.
wild. To model is very weird.
Yeah,
I mean, unless every time she goes and models, she fucks the photographer, then maybe you have to draw a line.
Or the other models that are there.
No, because at that point she's a hoe, and if she a hoe, then you need to leave. You don't get to set boundaries.
But we already discovered that men love hoes.
I've been saying,
Especially rich ones.
then let me hoe. If you love me as a hoe, let me hoe.
But see, that's the thing.
No, that's whack.
When men get a hoe, they want her to stop hoeing, but to still hoe for him. Be my hoe. Don't be everybody else hoe.
Right.
Be my hoe.
NewRoryNMal.